This is gonna let me correlate this into another story before I get into my list of things, right? Bro, you know the interview that just dropped earlier today, or yesterday, my bad. Salute to Tyshan Riley, aka Greasy Money.
Yes.
Right? That interview just dropped yesterday. It's doing crazy right now.
I won't even call it an interview. I'll call it like a you know, like
a conversation.
Yeah, like a movie.
Yeah.
Like just literally like a short doc, a short, you know what I mean? A short film right there. Like
that's a crazy way to describe it.
Yeah, man. Cause like he made me feel like I was there when he was explaining.
Yeah, he's a good storyteller, man.
No, don't even say that. I wouldn't
not like to say he's telling stories like in that kind of ways, but like he could paint a picture.
Yeah, the way you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like,
bro,
hearing how what he is now over. He's over it. Like to hear a man, you know, he was young, right? So he could have been a little loose cannon before. People probably could be remembering him as a loose cannon or whatever, right? So they have their feelings. But hearing it from just a person on the outside looking in, you know what I mean? As a sidewalk nigga, I feel his plead. Like I feel his plead for help. You know what I mean? Like I actually feel it. Like, you know, if he was wrong, I think a person wouldn't go this far. Like if you're wrong, you know, if you're guilty, why would you go this far?
Yeah, I will offer a little pushback on that because when you are dealing with those type of numbers, and your back is to the wall, you're gonna make sure you say whatever. But at the same time, I'm gonna refrain from giving my opinion on whether I feel he's guilty or innocent. I'm here to give everybody a voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because there are people who have been affected by the different allegations that not only him, but like the alleged organized crime factor and everything and all that. And there's people's lives who were lost and stuff like that. And one thing quick fast, I also want to give a salute to Let It Breathe. Thank you for the donations. I'm going to read those in a second.
Yes.
For both donations. The interview that I posted, it's doing its thing, right? Yeah. And to bring in the families and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Big salute to Keepsix.org. Okay. Yeah. They had an interview with Tyshan Riley before that dropped a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And apparently their interview got taken down on YouTube.
Of Tyshan.
Yes. They got YouTube removed the video.
Let's not go too deep because then I don't want them to, you know what I mean, take down.
That's what I'm saying. But
I hear what you're saying, but as soon as you just said that, I was like, oh.
Well, I did put a disclaimer in the beginning of the video, and like I did say even on Instagram Live yesterday before the video drops, like, you know, this is in no way to glorify any gang violence or prison culture or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just for everybody. Like, you know, this is journalism. You know, people want to do interviews, and everybody's voice, I feel, deserves to be heard. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So if anybody who's watching the interview that's up right now feels any type of way about it, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's very modest of you though to apologize, because like really some people don't have to care. Right?
I've dealt with this before.
No. Okay, cool. And so then that means you've learned. From that experience, right?
Well, not only having interviews with people who have been accused of like heinous crimes, but like interviewing people prior to them getting into like incidents and stuff like that, and then still having that interview up, right? People will get at me in the DMs or in emails and be like, yo, that person affected my family. Like I mess with you guys. I watch your platform and like, you know, but you're posting somebody who murked my uncle or, you know what I'm saying, my brother or something. Like, I deal with that. So having dealt with that before, I understand the things that can happen when I interview somebody who's doing 19 years. I interviewed Heartless G, who's been away since 2009. Yeah. Lamar Skeet, who's been away since 2008.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Johnny Vivi, when he was away,
Yeah.
I interviewed him. So like these are all people who have been in the system, who've been tied to wild allegations and stuff like that, and where families are affected. So
Yes, very much
I
so.
get it. You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
And not only that, even talking about stuff, doing a documentary piece, stuff like that, bro. People contact me.
Yeah, and it's trial and error. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's trial and error. People make mistakes, right? And the only way you can not make the same mistake is if you learn from it, right?
Yeah, and as a network, I got to be ready for the smoke.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But you can also be, you know what I mean? What's the words that I'm trying to say? Like, you could have, consideration.
Yeah.
For the world's views also, right? And for your scruples
No,
and
for
morals.
sure.
You know what I mean? For your morals, you got to know what to do too.
Yeah, and I don't condone of any of the crime that any of the guests that we might have interviewed or talked about have been accused of. You know what I'm saying? So, and I hope that answers even the question from Let It Breathe here, because he does have a couple of questions here with the donations. He said he watched the Nitty interview and was wondering, Friday, the law said he was guilty, but yet you gave a murderer a platform. Why? Not hating either. Huh?
And okay, can I answer that?
Yeah,
Not
please.
for you, but I'm gonna answer that on my behalf of what me and you have talked about behind camera.
Please do.
Just for y'all niggas to know. You know what I mean? We've spoken about these things, and I've expressed that yes, these people have their ways, right? I'm just a sidewalk nigga, so I'm speaking from a sidewalk, but also a person that can give you good advice.
Yeah,
right?
who've been off the sidewalk.
Okay, so we've spoken about that. It's not to say you haven't noticed that too, and it's not to say you're not doing it for views. You're doing it to get out what you feel should be seen, right? And it's for those who, it's like you eat what you want, right? People get to choose what they want to eat. It's the same thing what you consume, my brother. You know, I'm speaking to comment gang. That is something you have to choose to consume. You didn't have to watch it, but the fact that you did, it should make you just know you should be watching Friday at his journalistic talent and not for what he's doing to like what would you say, glorify these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've spoken about this, and that's exactly how you've expressed it to me. You ain't glorifying these people. You're letting people know these are the mistakes not to be made.
Yeah, straight up. Because, nobody wants to be that person who's behind a jail cell for 19 years.
No.
Right? So if that person, and not just with Tyshan, but like with other people who I've interviewed who are doing 10 plus, who are doing life, right?
Yeah.
When these people are expressing themselves, right?
Yeah.
Whatever they're saying, the audience has to keep in mind that I'm speaking to somebody over the phone who's been living their life in jail.
Yes.
Right? So whether they like what that person is saying or not, the learning lesson is already there, because it's like, yo, do you want to even be that person in the first place?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And you, as the journalist that you have become, it's only right that you get that point of view across, whether it's for your satisfaction or for the satisfaction of the person that's watching it, whether they have a positive opinion towards it or a negative.
Yeah.
Right? That is what it's for. You understand what I'm saying? So if a person wants to lead down the road of being on the streets, someone could now turn this on and be like, yo, young nigga, sit down, watch this.
Take this in, man.
You
know what I'm saying? This nigga's doing 100 years. You want to be in his position?
Right.
Go watch this video, fam. You know what I mean?
Right. And if they want to get really into it, they can say, and the man said he never killed nobody.
Yeah. Right? So get your ass inside and go read a damn book, bro.
Get to school and you know what I mean? Get out of here. You know?
You know what I'm saying? Or you'll be right there with him.
All right. So that's the answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To that question, because of the fact that we've spoken about it. So I'm not just sitting here, people, and being like, yeah, on some crash test dummy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, fam.
yeah, niggas is gonna do what he gotta do. Niggas is gonna, journalistically put something together and give it to the public.
And one thing I learned over the years from doing content, and even just from YouTube, what people want or what people should be getting from YouTube, every video or any content piece, you should be able to learn something from it. And that's what keeps a lot of people coming back to anything. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's our content or the content that they enjoy, they don't realize that at the end of something, they got something from there. They're like, oh, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? When we watch all these different videos on those little documentary pieces from child support, salute to child support, we're trying to learn something.
Well, a lot of it people know, and a lot of it, like, I'm not trying to diss child support or you. I'm just saying, like, sometimes a lot of it is already known.
Yeah, but there might be something you didn't know, or you wouldn't be watching it.
Granted.
Right? You're looking for a piece to maybe pick it apart and be like, wait a minute, nah, that's wrong. It should have been this. Or there might be one fact in there you might like, I didn't know. Like, yo, fam, I watched enough of these child support videos, and I do know the story.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, boom, 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 boom. This is why such and such. And I'm like, holy, I actually never made that connection though. Like, you did your research. Great video.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel child support is somebody who used to work at like City TV. I swear.
Possibly.
He has all the files right now just sitting back like, and he just disguises the voice a little bit. You know what I mean? And says, watch this. I'm going to have everybody stunned. You know what I mean? But yo, that's just how it is. That's just how it is though. You know what I mean?
Man, it's crazy, bro. I just wanted to mention that though, because I don't want our video to get taken down at all. And I feel like whoever had an issue with Keep Six Org's video probably watches our network as well. You know what I'm saying? So if you do, just know off top, I've already put the disclaimer out there, and I've said what I had to say prior to the video dropping. Yeah. So if you feel offended by this video as well, feel free to contact me, and I apologize if you feel offended. Somebody says,
we love hip hop.